She's one of the speakers today. And she also is going to talk about saving seeds.
Yeah.
And what else are you going to talk about today?
It's basically going to be seed saving and how to avoid cross-pollination, crop sizes required for viable seed, as well as variety maintenance and genetic preservation.
And then when is the seed swap?
It's the fourth Saturday in January, so this next January, it's January 28th, 2023.
And that's here in Hamilton County?
Yep, at the fairgrounds. We'll have all 3 halls. It runs from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Perfect. Thanks so much.
Yes, thanks.
This is so cute. Love this. We've got some tinctures. So cute. There we go. What a cute setup.
System like this.
Okay.
With a 3-piece bucket or 2-piece bucket and a spout, 3-piece. Then you can reuse them next year. This one is about $9. These clear ones here are $6 for a 3-piece. That includes a spout and the metal lid like that down there.
So for somebody who's new at this, is that going to be the easiest way to start?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you had 2 trees and you put out 4 buckets, you'd be about $24 for your buckets, spout, and lids.
This is wonderful. And then is this all the syrup that you have actually tapped?
On these large bottles here are. The other ones are our friends that are helping us.
This is wonderful. And where are you all from?
We're from North Manchester.
And what is the name of your company?
We are Maple Creations.
Okay.
Out of Coatesville, Indiana.
Cool. Okay, so what were you telling me about the
We're
backyard? Yes.
Learning maple to produce maple syrup. There's a book called Backyard Sugaring.
Okay.
Got a whole lot about how to do maple syrup in like steam table pans and small scale like that, and just how to get yourself started. So
cool.
It's a really good resource.
And it's called what again?
Backyard Sugaring.
Backyard Sugaring.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Infused syrup, which is regular syrup, and we just infuse. We put coffee or a vanilla bean or a cinnamon stick into the syrup, and then it's bottled. We put the cinnamon or the coffee or the vanilla bean inside the bottle, and then put the hot syrup on top of it, and that's all we do.
That is genius.
And it's delicious.
You can see the coffee beans in it. Oh my goodness, I love that.
Buy it and put it in their coffee.
Yes.
Cinnamon coffee or whatever.
I love that. So does this have vanilla in it? It does. It has the vanilla. I love that. What a wonderful idea. And then do these have cinnamon sticks?
Yeah, there's a cinnamon stick down in there.
I love that. Look at that. This is beautiful. So tell me about, I'm looking at these right here, these Beeswax food wraps.
Okay, and then it usually will ask.
Tell me about these Beeswax food wraps.
So you use them as like an alternative to plastic wrap. They're reusable. They last for a really long time. The only thing I don't wrap them in is like raw meat, because you don't want, any kind of raw meat to get into the cotton. Whenever you wash them, just a little bit of regular dish soap is fine. Don't get your water too hot or it can melt
it.
Yes, lukewarm water, let them, air dry, hang them to dry, and that's all you do. You can warm them in your hand, and then it'll activate that beeswax to wrap to whatever you want.
So do you have your own bees?
Yes. My husband's the beekeeper.
Okay.
We have about 30 hives in southern Indiana. Yeah. Yes.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so tell me about these amazing apple butters that you have created.
They are gourmet apple butters. They're caramel apple and pumpkin pie apple butters. We created some family recipes. We had an orchard and we would take the apples from, and now we are rebuilding our orchard. And so it's just a fun thing. We used to make it for family for Christmas gifts, and people just wanted to start buying it. And so
oh my goodness, it is so good. And tell me what your YouTube channel is.
Embracing our life. We just try and find contentment and joy and embrace what God's given us. Our little homestead right in front of us and all that He blesses us with. So.
Oh, thank you so much. And what was your name again?
Dawn Pickering.
Thank you so much. Okay, so I have been struggling with composting and I'm fearful about doing the tube, but you're telling me that if I put a tube, like a PVC tube, in my flower or my garden, that the worms will not eat my good plants.
Correct. They will only eat decaying matter. They don't eat anything that's still growing.
Okay, this is amazing. So tell me about what you do here.
So we raise composting worms for casting and for vermicomposting at home to get rid of your kitchen waste, your Amazon boxes, that sort of stuff.
Yes.
We also have a worm bedding we make. It's called Royal, and it's a replacement for peat.
Okay.
Cocoa coir. Then you got shredded paper, which is better, and then shredded cardboard.
Okay.
But when you feed your worms and you add your salad, you're adding nitrogen. Each time you feed, you need to add carbon.
Okay.
And that keeps the balance in there so that you don't get smells, your moisture stays good, the worms can breathe and breed and do all their things.
So do you sell the worms as well?
We do. We ship all over the country.
This was meant to be. Okay, so now you're saying all of the holes of the tube need to be below the ground.
Correct.
And then when I add lettuce or whatever vegetables from my kitchen, then I need to do what?
We need to add some carbon. Now that can be shredded paper or junk mail, whatever, just nothing waxy or the real glossy stuff. But your bills, after you've paid them and you're done with them, get them out. Your Amazon boxes, you can shred those up. Or, like I said, anything that's going to soak up the moisture and be a carbon source, a pure carbon source.
Okay.
So
that makes sense, yeah. So every time I add food or organic material, I want to add paper or cardboard or...
Your kitchen waste would be considered a nitrogen.
Okay.
A green waste. Coffee grounds, although they're brown, is still a nitrogen. So you need to counteract nitrogen with carbon. And it's really like a 30% nitrogen, 70% carbon.
Awesome.
Is what you need.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Okay, so I just stopped by this one table and this is amazing. I want the person who invented this to share what she did. Hold on.
Hey there, so my name is Tracy Pielmeyer and I was a beginner beekeeper that waited and waited to get beautiful frames of honey, which this is not. But I pulled out my beautiful frame of honey and I was like, oh, treasure, what do I do with it? Should I put it in that dirty cooler from fishing last weekend or that flimsy office tote from China? So I designed this, which is the Hive Butler. It's a food grade, heavy duty tote meant to hold all sizes of Langstroth frame. I got in there straight. So no matter how I carry it, the frames are held securely. Great big handles for when you're wearing leather gloves out in the field. Stacked securely on its lid. But honey harvest is only a couple days in a year, so we made a ventilated lid. So with the ventilated lid, now I'm taking it with me down to the bee yard. When I do my hive inspections and I'm looking at the bees, I'm hanging them in the Hive Butler to keep them quiet. If I see the queen, she goes in the Hive Butler, safe and secure. If I need to climb a ladder and collect a swarm, I can take the Hive Butler up, drop the swarm in, snap my lid on, take the bees home in my car, easy peasy. And then we also made it into an uncapping tank. So at honey harvest time, you can do your uncapping in a Hive Butler, still use the bottom tote for that bee yard work. And then of course, the final season, you're using the Hive Butler to store your drawn comb frames over the winter. Because we all know that drawn comb frames are gold and get your hive started earlier in the spring.
This is awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. All made in
her daughter as well.
There she is, my queen larva.
You guys, this was amazing. I had so much fun meeting people and sharing information. I can't wait to share all of it with you. So I will see you all soon.